Hey, it's Sunday. I bet you thought you were done with us this week.
Let's get this show going, man.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans by fans, with your hosts, Jesse Martin.
The Cowboys are finished, you understand me?
John Taman.
Pull down my trousers and do your job.
Scott Hartley.
That was dreadful.
And occasionally, Keith Gregg.
So many social engagements, so little time.
And now, your host.
The worst podcast host in the world. I'm your host, John Taman, and welcome to the championship edition of the Bleeding Burgundy podcast picks the NFL, which is much better than the Bleeding Burgundy podcast picks their nose. However, if you have been paying attention to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, you will see, as of last Friday, we know that Mark Sanchez picked his nose and wiped it right on Mark Brunell's shoulder. That was pretty good. Anyway, as they like to say in show business, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your nose, and you can't certainly pick your friend's nose. So there's my friend over there, Jesse. I wouldn't try to pick your nose, man. How are you? Jesse's taking a shot of whatever that thing is he's got there, his vape machine. I don't know what the hell it is. All I know is that in the middle of the podcast, when you're driving down the road and you're listening to it, you hear it.
All the time too.
Release the Kraken.
It makes me aware that I'm there. So
aware that he's there. Well, okay, down here to my bottom center, there is our good friend Scott Hartley from Barrow and Furnace, UK. Keeper of the Big Embossed Book. How are you today, sir?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, not too bad at all. It's Sunday. Looking forward to these games. Unfortunately, I won't be able to see much of the NFC game. I will probably watch it till halftime. And
right.
Luckily, my wife is not on night shift, so she can't tell me. Oh yeah, this is who won. So
every time there's a night game, this is what we get from Scotty. Oh, I can't work tomorrow. I can't stay up and watch the game.
So what if the Commanders were in the NFC Championship?
I wouldn't be in work tomorrow. That's the certainty. When we do like Thursday night football, Monday night football, I normally book the following day off work.
Yeah, I do too.
So yeah I'm not.
It's not even worth trying to go in the next day because I'm utterly useless.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, the thing is, after a game on that sort of level, on Monday night or Thursday night, you're normally chewing it over for at least an hour afterwards. Yeah. Then I can't sleep, so it's like, this is a bit pointless.
See, my alarm clock goes off at 3:35 every single morning, and
see, that's what we call in the business as stupid. What the hell you put the 3:35 in the morning?
That's what
I didn't even know there was 2 3:35s in a day, John. But there you go.
No, I know a lot of people that get up around that time, so I shouldn't say anything. But see, I don't have these problems. For one, I don't use an alarm clock. I haven't used an alarm clock in probably 30 years. I don't need one. I say this. I don't know. I can tell myself I need to, even if like my normal time that I get up.
What time do you get up, John?
I usually normally get up at 7 o'clock,
okay.
But if I need to get up at 5:30, I don't set a clock. I wake up at 5:25 on the dot. I just do. So
that's the other thing.
He puts peanut butter on his balls and has his dog licking.
You know how hard it is to sleep with peanut butter on your balls. You can't set that up ahead of time. But for me, the best part of it is my commute is I get up and I go down there and I go to bed and then I get up. If I stay up all night and watch a football game, which
your son's calling you out there, buddy.
What's he saying? When you were in school, dude, how long ago were you in school? And no, I didn't use an alarm clock unless I maybe needed to get you up for being very small. But the fact of the matter is, I can't remember what the fuck I was going to say because my fucking son. This happens to be a lot on this show.
I've had some trouble remembering things.
Usually I'm quite smart and erudite, but on this show I just go all to pieces. So
just pull up a sandbag, John. It's fine. Tell us a story.
Anyway, the point being, even if I stayed up too late, all I have to do is, get up right before I have to go to work and step out and come down here and sit down at work. Hi, how are you?
That's brilliant. Oh, like
20-second commute. I love it. All right. So anyway, couple of things.
It's probably my fault for living in the fucking sticks too.
You want the sticks? You're down what? Williamsburg? Down that way?
That's where I work.
All right.
But that's not where I live.
Oh, all right.
I wish. Yeah. No, it's a good hike. It's a good hour away.
Yeah, that's always what sucks about going to work someplace far away, man. Is you got to get up early in the morning and drive. All right, so look, here's the thing. This is championship weekend, as everybody knows. Now, I got good feedback on the stupid Cowboy fans that we had on here a couple of weeks ago, the fat girls that were crying and screaming and yelling fraud and trying to have spelling contests and failing miserably. So this is the weekend you find these kinds of people, all right? And I want anybody who's out there, the way we did it last time, I thought was good. We had a couple of short videos of watching these girls cry and scream, and I thought it was fun. You guys agree? You thought it was fun? All right. So this is the weekend you find the really ridiculous crying, screaming fans, okay? Guys that have been with us a long time, Pete Sidor and John Tiliar, you guys know.
Hearts will be broken this weekend. Hearts are going to be broken.
That's right, and people are going to get absolutely stupid. So if you see the videos of the guy breaking up the TV, send it to me. You know, you guys just DM it to me or tag me in it. If you find some crying freaking, oh God, I can't believe it. Especially if like the Lions lose. Oh my God, those people are going to go berserk. So, you know, if the 49ers lose,
I might go a little berserk too.
Dude, if the 49ers lose, those people are going to lose their shit. All right. And guys that remember us from the past, I actually found people that were crying and screaming for Bill Belichick's head because they dared to lose a Super Bowl once, you know, way back in the day. So this is the weekend you get that real good shit. So hunt them down, find them, tag me on it. Let me see them. We'll maybe bring them in here and show you on Monday. We'll have some fun with it. Other than that, we're going to pick some football games, man. So
you're going to pick some football games.
There's only two.
The two biggest games of the year, you know, until 2 weeks from now.
Should we have a look at how we did in the last week?
Probably not.
Yeah, well,
Yes, please. Just check the big in Boston.
We all got 3 out of 4. The one that let us down, we all backed Buffalo. And that didn't come in. So well done to everybody there. But on the betting, I mean, hold your horses here. We were unbelievable. Every single bet hit for everybody. I mean, come on now. Jesse, you're up $11,260. Nice. And John, you're up $7,220. And I'm up $4,200. So look at that. But no, in reality,
Mr. Frugal.
That was
Mr. Frugal.
That was not how it worked. Overall, the Houston-Baltimore was the over you took, Jesse. That got you $95. A likely anytime touchdown, 210. Well done. Lions laying the points, 200, 381. And you backed the over in Buffalo and Kansas City. Your total bets down were 900. Your returns were 782.72. So a loss of $117.28.
Fuck them.
Can't
win them all.
Your Packers to cover, that came in at 200. Gave you 385.18. Lions again, the same bet as Jesse, 381.82. You put $1,300 down and came back with 767 exactly, giving you a loss of 533. So not good at that week. Me, the only one I got was the Lions, which lay in the points, which gave me 381. Mine was 650 down, 381 return, a loss of 268.18. So, not ideal betting this week. But that's what you get when you're doing ridiculous parlays.
That's right. Hey, you know what? When you have 10 minutes left in the show, you run out of time because there's only 4 games or 6 games to pick or 4 games.
Yeah, I know.
We got to come up with some shit to talk about. So let's throw some money around.
All right.
Exactly, Max. Your inheritance is not looking good right now. You're right.
So, all right. Well,
it's behind me. He's going to inherit my fucking Easter Island head right there.
There you go. That's it. There's not too many games on the docket, so we will start at the beginning. The first game of the day, 49ers are 7.5-point favorites over the Lions.
Check that over under because that might have gone up by 1 point in the time
over
I wrote this down.
Under is
I have it at 52.5.
52.5
this moment.
Wow. Okay. Yep. Cool.
52.5.
Gone up a point.
Boys, I'm backing my Lions. My Detroit Lions in this game.
Detroit Lions.
I'm not going to pick. I know I think they're going to cover. I'm going to bet the cover. All right.
Okay.
And I'm going to put 100 on the cover. I don't know who's going to win. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be a hard fought game. I think the 49ers got a small edge of being home. what's his name is back. Seems healthy. Debo Samuel is healthy. Or they say he's healthy. He's not on the injury report whatsoever. I expect a big game from Brandon Ayuk. And a big game from Christian McCaffrey. This is going to be a fun game. This is going to be a fun game. The hell with it. I'm picking the Lions.
But thankfully, they have been fun games lately. And I am picking the Lions, too. I'm picking them to cover this, and if not outright win. The 49ers defense, they're good, but they've got a bit of a mirage aspect to them. They're not very good on third down. I think the Lions, they've got a very good attack. They've got an excellent offensive mind that's going to be the Commanders' head coach in a couple of weeks after he goes to the Super Bowl. But, I'm taking the Lions. I'm going to put $150 down on that. Give me the 7.5 points. And I'm also going to take the over, not by much, but it can definitely go over. You could see 60 points in this game, and I think that is not difficult to see. So I'm taking that, and I'm putting $100 down on that.
Wow. Right, 100 on the over.
Right.
Detroit versus SF. So for me, I want, obviously, the Lions to win. Heart says Lions, but head says, no, the Niners are going to pull this out the bag. It's going to be very, very close to 20-odd points to it's going to be with a field goal, I think, is where they're looking at. Pete's probably got it spot on there. 27-24 is very good as a prediction. But yeah, I think I don't want to take anything on there at all. The over, I'll take the over. I'll put 100 on the over, but
as long as you're decisive
about
the
it, points. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with the points at all. I think 7.5 is far too much.
So wait a minute. If you're thinking it's coming down to a field goal, why not take the Lions
plus the points
and the game? Yeah. I mean, you got 7.5 points there. You got 4.5 points to play with. If you're thinking it's a field goal game,
that's a good shout. I'll do that. I'll stick 100 on that as well. Lions to cover 100. Right, there we go. Well, that's
there
that.
We go.
Perfect.
See how we can change Frugal Freddy right away. We can change him up. We can convince him.
I know.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of what I was talking about earlier about goofy shit that you see on TV, if you happen to see something during the game, just mark down what quarter it is and what time it is on the clock, on the game clock, and send it to me, and I'll grab it. And we find fun shit like this. Now, Max will tell you, I find that kind of shit all the time. So if you see it, let me know where it is. Those people are always fun. And that doesn't just go for the game. That also goes for this show because,
Jessy's Castle wins was the over in the LA and San Francisco. It was 40.5 and turned out to be 41.
So if you happen to
I love that bet.
If you happen to catch Scotty having a wank during the show, just tell me what time of the show it is and put together a clip.
I love that bet. Obviously, that's what it was. Well done, Jessy.
Well, you got to figure this. We're between games almost, and there's only 2 games. We're 13 minutes into the show. I had to put something up to fill some time.
I know. I get you, man. Are we going to do the parlays now then?
Peter is picking the. We'll do parlays afterwards. We'll probably mix some, I guess. Peter's picking the Niners to win. He wants the Lions, but everybody, a lot of fans are pulling for the 49ers because of the Ben Johnson factor of it. And the reality of this, if Josh Harris and company wants Ben Johnson and Ben Johnson wants to be here, he's going to be here regardless of when. I mean, they're going there on Monday to interview Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson. They're going to know then if there's going to be a handshake, even though it's not going to be dried on the dotted line, the ink's not going to be dry yet. They're going to know if they're going to be, if he's going to be the coach. So
on this then, Jessy, do you think it's just talking heads now and that people are trying to get clicks and it's quite quiet because a lot of the head coaching positions and GM positions have been filled? So the likes of Ian Rappaport's and them sort of people are out there going, oh, well, it's not a done deal. Dan Quinn's still in play. Mike McDonald's still in play.
It's hard to really say just because of the fact that there's so many prime coaching prospects that's still available, and there's only 2 jobs left.
Right.
So yes, it could be filling time, but it could be, I think there's still a slight chance that these guys don't know yet. They haven't had the opportunity to sit down and talk with Mike McDonald. They haven't had the opportunity to sit down and talk with Ben Johnson, other than a Zoom interview. I'm sure they have their preference.
Sure.
I'll say that.
Sure.
But there's a chance their mind isn't made up yet.
The fact of the matter is, with only 2 jobs left open and multiple qualified, very sought after candidates left, what's the rush? There's no need to rush.
Yeah. What is the rush?
Right. What's the rush? Is Seattle going to jump us on something? If they do, then we pivot, because there's excellent talent to pivot to. Yeah. So I'm all in for all of that.
And like we were talking about on our last podcast with our buddy Ken Johansson, the scouting department's in place.
Right, they're working.
Adam Peters is scouting right now. I mean, he's getting the information from the East Shrine Bowl. He's getting prepared for the Senior Bowl. He has the information from the Hula Bowl. So
he's watching right now.
Yeah, he's watching.
What's up, Adam?
He knows he's got to jump. A head coach isn't going to, because we're not hiring a head coach to be a GM. We're not,
right.
The personnel department is in place right now. So,
right. We're in a catbird seat, and that's a place that we've rarely been. And, even if we've been in somewhat of a catbird seat, like I think that when we hired Jay Gruden, they also, what was the other coordinator from Cincinnati? Mike Zimmer. I wanted Mike Zimmer, but pivoted to Gruden. I wasn't too upset with it. I thought that Gruden was pretty good.
I thought that Gruden was a good hire too. Yeah.
Yeah. He was a little too wishy-washy, and he got snake bit with injuries so bad. And I don't even think Gruden got a fair shake. I mean, there was times where he wasn't able to hire his own position coaches. They'd never took, especially in the high rounds, rounds 1 and 2, players that he needed, they'd go elsewhere. They would Dan Snyder would come in off his yacht and be like, nope, you're going to be picking this guy right here. This is what we're doing. I'm going to get a guard. Or either that, or drunk ass Scott McLuhan would get up off the floor and come over there. Yeah, pick the guard. Go ahead, pick the guard. Yeah. No, I think that the other thing is that Gruden fell face first right into the cauldron of RG3 versus Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
And they really kind of just looked at him and said, okay, it's your ball now. Do whatever you're going to do with it. And frankly, I thought he handled that very well. I thought he
made the most of it.
He made the best decision he could, given what he had, and I think made the right decision. And I think he handled it very well, man. He didn't wish-wash around it. He didn't fucking waffle back and forth. He didn't give you anything cryptic about it. He stood on the table and said, "This is what I'm doing," and I thought that was good. I like Gruden. But okay, all right, so. I guess we can move on to the next game now. Whatever.
Then let's do that.
Right. There we go. There it is.
The AFC Championship game. The Kansas City Chiefs are a road dog against the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are favored by 4.5. Over/under is 44.5. Fuck the Ravens, man, and fuck Pat Mahomes and his little brother. This is 2 teams that I really don't care for, is in this, but I really hate the Ravens. I fucking hate the Ravens. And as Washington Commanders, Redskins, and football team fans, you shouldn't like the Ravens either. I mean, they're the in the armpit of the country. Baltimore smells. I mean, have you ever been to Baltimore? It stinks. Yeah, there's no fresh air there. What's to like about them? Fuck them.
Nothing. There's nothing to like about them. And I agree. I don't like the Ravens either. There's a lot of reasons as to why, but the fact of the matter is that they're just a geographical rival, and fuck them. It's that simple. Yeah. Fuck them. Don't be driving the goddamn Super Bowl trophy past our fucking stadium on your way up to your goddamn little roost, your fucking Ravens roost, So I at the same time, you're right. I don't want the Chiefs. I'm just tired of the fucking Chiefs. I hope Mahomes and Auto take their asses and get the motherfucking out of here. We need to change.
As long as they've got those nuggies, John. As long as they've got those nuggies.
Right. See, Andy Reid. I like Andy Reid.
I do too.
I do too.
I do too.
I think
I probably would like Pat Mahomes too, but his brother just fucking ruined it for me.
his brother.
So's his wife.
Yeah.
I
can separate them, but I honestly gotta go find the video for this. I'm gonna have to make a mission of that before Monday of Patrick Mahomes actually laughing. Ah! Dude, it's ridiculous.
Sounds like Kermit the fucking Frog.
Honest to God. Ah! So anyway, I think this is going to be a hell of a good football game, man. It's supposed to be raining, but it doesn't look like it's raining out there right now.
So, I'm taking the Chiefs plus the points. I'm going to take the over as well. I'm going to put 100 on the over. On the over 44 and 1/2.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm
what are you putting on the Chiefs then, Jesse?
100.
Okay.
I'm taking the Chiefs. I think the Ravens will win, but I'm taking the Chiefs to cover, and I'm putting 200 on that. This will be a field goal game, maybe a 1-point game, and I'm also taking the over for 100 on that. Because honestly, unless some downpours start real soon, the sun's starting to come out here. And I mean, I'm not too far away from Baltimore. It shouldn't be that much different. But even if it's raining, like I said, I think the Chiefs, they showed me something last week, I've been saying to you guys all year long, they just haven't looked right. They don't have their speed anymore. They just don't. It all seems to be boiling down to what kind of miracle can Patrick perform. And if he can't, they are kind of dead in the water there. But shit, man, their running game last week, Pacheco coming on like that, Hilaire coming on like that, I thought that really showed me something, and they're able to play in a game like this where I think the defenses are really going to be strong, and both of them, I mean, shit, the Chiefs, what their defense is number 2. The Ravens, their defense, honestly, any Ravens defense that there is just has to look at you and say, we're the Ravens defense, and everybody gets afraid. Oh, shit. You just know they're going to be good. So I got some bets to go along with that, but those are what I'm doing for the mains right there. Chiefs.
So I got Baltimore winning this. Not that I like Baltimore or Kansas City. I just don't. I'm sick of Mahomes, and it's getting to that stage where I want something different. I mean, a Ravens Detroit Super Bowl would be awesome for me. That would be the one. But yeah, I'm going 150 on the under because I think it's 2 really good defenses, and I'm also going to lay those points. And I'm going to put I'm going to put 200 on it.
I think the Ravens are going to win, but I think the Chiefs are definitely covering.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's going to be very tight, but I like what you're thinking about it being the under because of the 2 defenses.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean Chris Jones is unbelievable. So
yeah,
and then them safeties, Kyle Hamilton. I mean, he's incredible. And then I look back and think, yeah, this is going to be a defensive games, and defenses win you championships, as they say. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is Baltimore win this, I think. But yeah.
I think it is going to be a good game. To me, the Ravens are. I hate them about as much as I hate the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah,
just fuck them.
Wow,
fuck them. Yeah. Oh yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, they are and forever will be the AFC nemesis of our team.
For me,
thing is though, Jesse, we still stopped their preseason march.
We did. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to throw into the mix because I'm old. I'm throwing the Raiders in there too. I love to beat those sons of bitches, and it's all because of Super Bowl 18, which I maintain was a CIA plot, and we were all fooled into thinking that's actually what happened. I think we were knocked out for 24 hours. The game wasn't played. They ran this goddamn computer-generated thing out there for us to all see. And really, I don't know what they did. Probably faked a moon landing or something. But
them Cowboys are sitting at home with the rest of the 28 other teams right now.
Yeah, exactly. How's them Jaguars going?
Them Jaguars. That's right.
That's me in the doghouse.
You're looking around about the fucking duck.
There's a slipper coming from
I heard about the Cowboys. The thing I heard about the Cowboys is I thought you wanted the ball, man. I'll tell you what, man, that fucking fat girl. I think after watching that again, I think that fat girl, the one on the other side of it, I thought was her mother. She probably had her when she was about 14. Anyway. All right. So
I was gonna say, what did you think about the hirings for the Eagles then?
Yeah, well, Vic Fangio going to the Eagles is not good news for
No,
us.
who's the other one they've
hiring.
got? Is it Kellen Moore, is it?
Yeah, they
They've
got
just-
Kellen
they've
Moore,
just
which
got-
yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah,
Who
I was
said
thinking,
it this morning? Somebody said this morning on Twitter about how this is the moment Nick Sirianni's balls were chopped off right there when they hired him. But yeah, Kellen Moore, whatever.
So, Kellen, it looks like you weren't able to do anything with Dak Prescott, and you weren't able to do anything with Herbert either. So come on here and see if you can't do anything with our guy Hurts.
Wasn't Moore in Sandy? Wasn't he with the Chargers?
He was with the Chargers. Yeah, he was with the Chargers.
Good. Because sometimes I'm old. I forget shit, and I make jokes about stuff that doesn't exist. All right.
So I got to do a touchdown parlay builder.
I got one. Go ahead.
All right. My first one will be a Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown. That's not including. That's not passing. That's just a rushing touchdown.
A rushing
or
one,
receiving. Yeah. I have a Rashid Rice anytime touchdown. I have a Aroma St. Brown anytime touchdown.
Is this all one bet? So Aroma St. Brown and Rice, yeah?
Yeah, all one bet. Christian McCaffrey and a David Montgomery, which is a plus 3,336. $50 will win me $1,713.
Wow.
You shouldn't say that out loud. You're filing your taxes today.
Oh, this is for next year's taxes.
There you go. There you go.
Jackson's anytime touchdown, what would that get you? Do you know?
Let's say a Jackson anytime touchdown. It will be. Hold on, I'm making an actual bet right now.
Do it.
That's a plus 110.
Okay, so that's plus 110. I got you. And 50 on that one as well?
No, that was all together. That was everything.
Everything was together. Wow.
Yeah,
okay,
everything was together.
Got you all. Sorry, man. So you got Jackson, Rice, Amon-Ra, McCaffrey, and Montgomery.
Yep.
A five-fold parlay.
Five-fold
Louise. Okay. John, do you have one?
I do. I have. Let's see. I'm going to go.
I have a 1 point. I have a 1 point safety, a normal safety, a block field goal.
I've got an anytime touchdown parlay of Justice Hill and Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Wow. Okay. So
I'm going to put 50 on that.
Justice Hill and Clyde Edwards. That's plus 3,451. That would bring you return of, let's see, $1,775.58.
There you go. I also want to go first touchdown of the game, Odell Beckham Jr.
Ooh, all right. Hold on. That's so
OBJ's going to have a game tonight, I think.
Wow.
Let me get it. First TD.
I got it at plus 2,200.
It's plus 2,000.
2,000? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. I'll take that.
Are you putting 50 on that, yeah?
Yep, $50.
Wow.
I also want to put $25 down on a Baltimore defensive touchdown.
That would win John. He would bring home $1,050 for
50,
the.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
What was that, John?
Baltimore defensive touchdown. Yep, they're going to force Patrick into something stupid.
That's plus 700.
There you go. Oof. That's what I got for this game.
So that's 225. So that's 250 back for that one. Interesting. Jesse, you got anything else, or is that you for that one?
All right, for this game, let's see. Yeah, I do. But it's going to be all right. Let's see. I'm going to do Passing TDs, Lamar Jackson under. No, I'm sorry, Pat Mahomes over 1.5 passing TDs. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to do Lamar Jackson alternate passing yards plus 225. I got Pat Mahomes passing yards is also plus 225. And then I got Lamar Jackson rushing yards plus 60 yards, which is a plus 587. I'm going to put 100 on that to bring back $687.
Okay. So what would I get then, Jesse? Because you're on the app at the moment. What would I get on a four? I'm going to go 4-fold parlay, so 4 different people.
Okay.
So I want Kelsey as an anytime touchdown scorer.
All right. 1 second. Let me get up there. Anytime you say we got a Kelsey. All right.
Gibbs.
Oh, Gibbs. All right. Hold on. I got to go to.
Yeah. Sorry. It's a different game.
No, that's okay.
That.
That's all right. That's all right. Gibbs. Right on. Gotcha.
McCaffrey.
Gotcha.
And Laporta.
That will be plus 1673. How much you want to put down?
100.
Well, bring you back $1,773.
Got you. I will do that.
I got one more to put in there.
Go on then.
Patrick Mahomes, 25 plus rushing yards in each half is that plus 2,200. I'm going to put 25 on that. My
25
dog.
yards.
25 yards
yeah.
plus each half.
Both half.
I'm putting $25 on that. Shut up, dog.
And what was it?
And I'm trying to find an over-under on Taylor Swift appearances, and I'm thinking it's going to be around 6.
I was going to do over under 6 appearances.
Yeah.
I think it should be 5. Over under 5 separate times. And I'm taking the over. Because I think it's going to be
taking the over.
The over?
We'll do 5.5.
Win, yeah. It's going to be the over.
It's going to be
However, if they
5.5.
lose, wouldn't it be great to go up there and see her crying with Patrick's brother? I gotta take my dog out.
So Jesse Swift appearances. Wow. Is it 5 though? Or is it 5.5?
Yeah, 5.5.
And you're going over
because if it's 5, it'd be a push, and we don't like pushing.
Yeah. Over. Okay. And what are you putting on that? 50?
Yeah, I'm gonna see. Hold on a second. Over under for Taylor Swift appearances on the AFC Championship game. DraftKings. Hold on, let me see what it says. DraftKings.
Why don't we just bet on is the Gatorade blue or is it orange?
When they dump. In the Super Bowl, that will be a legit bet. What color
of course it will.
They dump on the winning coach.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Mm-hmm. Shut up in there.
Down where Jesse lives, she's ringing up Ellie on the blower.
Hey, can you get me Alice over here in Mount Pilot?
Sorry, this is a party line.
Right.
Oh, gone are those days.
I can't find it. I'm sure there's some. I'm sure
there's got to be something out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're probably right. 5.
Yeah, I bet it's 5.5. So I'm gonna take the over.
Absolutely hilarious. Okay. How many people get so fucking upset because They show this woman.
I
screen.
don't care.
It's
Just
like,
whatever.
dude, they show fat guys with no shirt on for the same amount of time, and I've never heard anybody go, "Man, it's ruining the game. Take me fat guys with no shirts on." Dude, grow up. Who gives a fuck if they put her on there? The NFL would be stupid to not put her.
I wonder if they do. I'll try and find an over/under on how many times Brock Purdy gets told that. Oh, do we remember he's Mr. Irrelevant?
Oh, how many times does Mr. Irrelevant get mentioned during the broadcast?
Yeah, during the broadcast. How many?
I'd have to say the over/under would be 3.
3, you reckon?
That's what I would think. And I would take the under. I think they'd say it once and leave it at that.
Do you? Oh, I think they go hell for leather for it.
Unless he wins.
That's what I mean. Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, where nobody's doing anything.
Right,
so
nobody's
thanks for watching us live.
Brock Purdy, not only is he Mr. Irrelevant, but he looks like a solid C student that you never even noticed in school. He just looks like the guy who works around the office that you don't even know who the fuck he is or what he does. You just see him.
He's just generic quarterback, isn't he? Generic quarterback.
Yes, he's off the rack,
it.
everything. That's right.
Yeah.
I bet you he's going to come. We're going to see Brock Purdy coming into the stadium today wearing a lovely matching outfit made by, I think, Garanimals. Yeah, that's he's got the giraffe on there. He looks pretty good. I guess nobody even remembers what those.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else we could look at. Who wears Kyle Juszczyk's wife's new cut-up clothes that she's made into a jacket? She's been doing that a lot, hasn't she, as well?
Yeah,
so.
she is. Yes, she is. Who would wear it? How about this one? How about this one? Does Jason Kelce fall on his ass crawling out of the window to get some other little kid to show to Taylor Swift? Did you see that last week? Okay. Travis Kelce's out there playing. Yeah, I got him. Yeah. Jason Kelce
was right. Yeah.
Right. He was in the box. Okay. At one point during the game, he climbed out and got into the stands with the Bills fans and was hooping it up with them with no shirt on. Fat guy with no shirt on. But he grabbed some little girl, maybe 6-year-old girl, carried her up there and introduced her to Taylor Swift, which I thought was fucking pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty cool. So yeah, how many
times?
I
saw the one of him. I saw him chucking a beer, just like straight behind Taylor's head, like. Hey. And I think you put in our group chat. There's your brother-in-law. That was quite cool.
Talk about living the life, man. There he is. The one where he's yelling and everything. I saw a nice video where somebody stuck the Tyrannosaurus Rex sound effect behind him while he did it. It sounded great. Anyway, I think we're really truly running out of things to talk about.
Probably are, yeah.
I'll see him shirtless. So yeah, over under on how many times he tries to climb out of the booth and grab some little kid.
I'm not sure.
I'll say 1.5.
1.5 is
or no, a half.
Half time he's had a few beers, he falls on his face. Right, that's the half. He almost made it through the window. All right, then. Well, I guess we'll be back on Monday. And like I said, unless you guys want to fill up the next 22 minutes with whatever the fuck we're doing now.
We're not really doing much.
No, there ain't really much left to do. But seriously, pay attention.
I'll say something. We can go back to the Commanders
right.
a little bit,
Yeah, please.
I know we touched on it we touched on it on Saturday or Friday. About lumping these quarterbacks, comping these quarterbacks. I'm sitting here like going through Twitter, and you have all these people who seem smart, but that's never played a down of football in their life. Just your regular old Joes that really just don't do this for a living.
Right.
Taking like 10 plays, a cut up of 10 plays of players. And they're 10 bad plays. Well, if you really think about this in reality, you can take 10 plays from any prospect that's ever come out of college, chop them up and put a video out, and they'd all look the same. They'd look bad. They did, but what about the other plays, man? I'm really starting to like everybody's like picking on Drake, man. And I don't know if he's the guy or not. I don't know, but it's this Mayor Daniels comparison right now. And the fact of the matter is,
well, you said it the other day. It's the week for Daniels. This is Daniels' week for everybody.
Yeah, Daniels' week.
The fact of the matter
next
is,
week it's Bo Nix.
if you can make a 10-minute or a 1-minute cut up of Drake May of making inaccurate throws or making the wrong reads, then you can make a 1-minute cut up of Jaden Daniels making the wrong reads or bad throws, or you can make up Peyton Manning or Tom Brady or any quarterback that's ever come out. You cannot take the bad and just think it's bad. You have to put everything together.
Right. For me, here's the thing. All of you guys that are on Twitter with your analysis and everything like that. I mean, I like reading it because I like to get a lot of the names, and so I know who I'm looking at. I thought that the show we did on Friday with Ken was fantastic. I got some names to look at in these 2 games coming up. But, for the most part, and as much as I'll rail on these guys for the next 4 months, the pros that are out there that are scouting these guys, they're not looking at a 1-minute tape of fuck-ups or a 1-minute tape of highlights. They're looking at everything. So whatever they decide is much more informed than whatever you decide, whether it's right or wrong. So I refuse to even take part in these fucking arguments. They're stupid.
Yeah.
So that said, if I do take part in any of these arguments, I'm right, and you can shut the fuck up because you're an idiot, and that's how it works on social media, right? Although I'll tell you what, man, I ran into somebody this week, since we're talking about absolutely nothing. Here's one this week that I ran into. Somebody was talking on a video, and they said that this guy unlived himself, and I thought, what the fuck does that mean?
What?
Unlived himself. And it means committed suicide. But apparently, if you're on TikTok and you say those words, you'll get flagged and your video will get pulled. And I had no idea. So I asked, what the fuck is that? And these young people told me without being dicks about it, which was nice. Right. I know. We're really down in the fucking dregs of what they're talking about. There's absolutely nothing there. So the fact is, we're going to find out a lot more about our head coaching prospects again today. And, when we can get started with them, because I think both of our head coaching prospects that I'm most interested in are going to be playing again in the Super Bowl. I think that Johnson, and it's going to be the Lions.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the Ravens. That's what I think.
That's, and I more power to them.
Prediction for today. There's something we can do that's actual football. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you that stay tuned with us and paid attention to all our fucking nonsense, here comes something that's got some substance. And I'll start with my friend Scott Hartley, because look, if there's anybody that takes this prediction shit seriously, it's Scott. That's who it.
No, I do not.
Yeah, I think it'll be 36 to.
He's trying not to think right now. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Them two brain cells are panicking now.
That's right. Hanging into one another.
And I'm looking back at what I actually said. Like, did I take the over? Did I take the under? So I went over on the Lions. Mm-hmm. So let's look at the Lions game. So Lions, what was the over under?
Didn't I just say
44 and a half? You're right. Yeah. No, I've got to try and work it out, haven't I, in my head? So Lions 22, 49ers 27 would get me there.
For the over? No, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
52, 27, 49.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's 52 and a half. Okay, so I'm going to go
English
30.
Math.
Yeah, English maths, exactly. 30. 31, whatever. 20. No fucking idea. It's going to be tight. That's all it is. I don't care. Go away.
Yeah, we go. Yeah,
I got Lions 27, the Niners 21. No, 23.
I got Lions 36, 49ers 31.
36.
Yeah, man. These are offenses. These guys are playing offense, man. Fucking hey.
Well, they got some defenses.
They got some defense. But this is an offensive world. It's a good day. It's
right.
Dry field.
Still smoking the dope. Let's see. We got Chiefs and Ravens. I got the Ravens scoring 30 points. I got the Chiefs scoring, I don't know, fucking 27.
That's about what I got. 31,
yeah, 33-27. That's what I'm thinking this one. 33-27 Ravens.
All right. There you go. There you go. From the mouth of us, I guess, comes the gospel of forever. And let me put the music on because really, I don't know what the hell else to do next. Is there anything else anybody do? Scott, you thinking about?
No, there's nothing else. No.
Nothing. You're all done.
Yeah, let me see if I got any bookmarked
Any
any
new
dumbass
hairstyle or
tweets.
anything?
Let me see. Any bookmarked any dumbass tweets? Let's see. Nope. Don't
No
think so.
dumbass tweets. Jeez, it has been a dry week. Everybody, pay attention. Like I said, look for stupid ass fans, dumb sons of bitches in the background in the crowd. Send me the time of the game, and I'll find them. We'll have some fun with them. So until I guess Monday, where we'll all come back and find out that we've hit every one of our. That's it. We'll see you later. All right, fair enough. Good enough.